Hello, my name is Vance. I'm a student with the Ron Paul homeschool curriculum. This is my second speech for the 9th grade speech class. As I said in my last presentation, I'm a member of the Boy Scouts of America. As a Boy Scout, once a month I will fill a weekend and go on a campout with our troop. I'm here to describe to you the process on how we go on campouts in my troop. This process starts at the end of July, or at the end of the election year, where the youth will elect their next youth leadership. The positions elected are the senior patrol leader, the assistant senior patrol leaders, and the patrol leaders. If you don't know what that means, you can think of the senior patrol leader as being the head or the president, the assistant senior patrol leaders as being his cabinet or advisors, and the patrol leaders being the Senate or Congress that represents the rest of the Scouts. Then in August, or at the beginning of the election year, the patrol leader, or the senior patrol leader, will call a meeting and get the youth leadership to meet at the Scout Hut, or where we meet for our meetings. At the beginning of this meeting, the senior patrol leader will state his vision on what he wants done throughout the next 12 months. Then the patrol leaders and assistant senior patrol leaders will decide on how they will help the senior patrol leader achieve his vision by assigning a theme and activities to each month. At the start of each month, a patrol leaders council is held. This is where the youth leadership meets and further discusses what they want done throughout that month, based on their theme. Here, they will decide what part of what theme they want taught at what meeting, who will teach them, and where they want to have their camp out, and when they want to have their camp out. The Tuesday before, or the meeting before the camp out, the patrol leader will go to his patrol and they will decide what they want to eat, who will cook, who will clean, and who will tent with who. Most importantly, they will decide who will get their food. The money to get this food is provided by the troop. Because most of our campouts are on weekends, we'll meet on Friday, after the school day. Before we leave, we'll load our trailer with personal gear, cooking gear, and any other gear that's required to fill our program. Then we'll drive to our campsite. Whenever we get to our campsite, the first thing we do is that we'll unload all personal gear and then set up our tents. Then we'll unload our cooking gear and any other gear required to fulfill our program. After we unload the gear, we'll let the Scouts play for several hours. This night they'll go to bed early because they have to rise early the next day to get a lot of stuff done. The first thing the Scouts do whenever they wake up on Saturday is that they'll cook their first meal of the day, breakfast. After they cook breakfast, they'll have to clean what they cooked with. Afterwards, they'll continue throughout the day, eating their other 2 meals and going through the program, which may include hiking, lessons, or sometimes just messing around. Saturday night, sometimes we'll have a campfire. At this campfire, we may retire flags. If we do, it's a long night. If not, then the Scouts will go to bed early because they're tired from what they did throughout the day. On Sunday, they'll wake up late. We'll then load our personal gear and other gear that we use throughout the weekend into the trailer, and then we'll have a flag service or a religious service, depending on how we feel. After the religious service, we'll drive home. Whenever we get back to the Scout Hut, we will unload all of our gear, and then the containers that were used to hold food will go back with the grub masters so they can clean them and present them the next meeting, clean. The meeting after the campout will conclude what we learned over the weekend and also continue the theme of that month. That is how we go on campouts with our troop.